Hello, everyone. I wanted to come to you again. I found out something that I told you about in the lecture in the Chapter 3 folder that I need to clarify. First of all, I'm going to go over some things that I've mentioned in the email above. There again, you've hopefully by now read in Chapter 3 and listened to the YouTube and see that the big topic there is learning styles. So hopefully by using the video and having notes that you can actually read, that the lecture notes, hopefully that will help some of you with learning styles that are different from mine. I know that's not really helping hands-on folks, I don't guess, but anyway, or the kinesthetic learners. But it is helping those of us that are visual and reading and writing. I was trying to think of the different ones that go with the VARK. Visual, auditory, reading, writing is the kinesthetic that I'm not really hitting on. Anyway, I guess I could do an experiment if you want, a science experiment if you want me to. Anyway, just kidding. We just had our second face-to-face class, but we're in week 3 of class because our first class was Memorial Day. I hope everybody understands that by now. I, of course, hope things are making a lot more sense to you. Please, 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 please do not hesitate to ask questions. I am going to put a discussion forum space in the Chapter 3 folder, and all you have to do, I'll start a question and respond and then ask other questions. That is the way you learn. Some of you folks that might remember Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus series. I used to watch those a lot with my kids, and when I taught school, Miss Frizzle always, that was one of her catchphrases, was ask questions and get messy and get dirty, because, I don't know, if you've watched Miss Frizzle, you'll know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's see, I lost where I was. Be sure this week you work very hard to get caught up. I have given you some grace as far as due dates, but right now, I mentioned to you that we've covered 15 out of 31 of our course objectives, and beginning with the Start Here folder and going through Chapter 3. That much content has already been covered. That's half plus 1 or less than 1 of our course material. We have 16 more to go. But and some of these we will talk about a little bit in more detail in other chapters of the ones that we've already covered. But make every effort possible to get caught up this week. After the 15th, next Monday, anything in the Start Here folder, Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, any test, any assignment in any of those folders, late points will apply after June 15th, after that class. That means you will have a test. There was a test on the syllabus. There was a Chapter 1 test. There's a Chapter 2 and 3 test. Don't think I have Chapter 3 test open, but I will open it. And you all need to get that content taken care of. If you have problems, let me know. Like I said, please ask questions. At some point, though, the grace period is over, and late points are going to have to apply if that work is not done, because you're really going to get behind. Next Monday, June 15th, I would like for you to be prepared to discuss or review the content from Chapter 3 a little bit. I'll try to be brief, and be prepared for me to introduce the content in Chapter 4. The main part of Chapter 4 is all about the note-taking. That's our main objective that we're going to talk about, is how to take notes. We're going to specifically focus on the Cornell format of note-taking. There's other material in Chapter 4 that's very good material, is very good material about how to be engaged before class, during class, and after class. Those are very good things to know, but the main objective we will cover as far as our course competencies is the one that it talks about note-taking. I do appreciate your willingness to put up with the heat last night at Currahee. My understanding before I left, they were able to get it fixed. It had just not had time to cool down. But being in the computer lab, it's hot with all those machines on anyway, because they put off heat. Let's see. If you are still, some of you mentioned some concerns that you had about this course, your course load in general, or your concern about the online portion of the course. Guys, I'm here to help you. This is the only class I have. Unfortunately, right now, I don't have a lot of other things going on as far as work goes. I do not work full-time. I think I've mentioned to you guys I homeschool my daughter, but we're not really, she's at camp this week, so I've got time, and I can work with you to help you understand how to manage the content, especially the online part. I do suggest that you either do a big chunk of time and sit there and work on the computer for maybe an hour or more, or you break it down into 30-minute sessions. I don't know what works for you. I've done it both ways. Sometimes if I get behind, I do have to sit and work at it for a long time. I do need to know, give me some feedback. Other than looking at me on the camera, which I'm not the best person on camera, but hopefully I'm going to improve there. I don't plan on going into acting or being an actress though, so you can be reassured to know that I do not have that in my career aspirations, but I do want to be able to get across to you content in more than one way, more than the written word. You know, I want to be able to do that, but if it's not helping, I need to know. I don't want to waste my time to do it. And also, if you're not watching them, I mean, at least, let me know. I know you need to, may not want to be looking at the picture, but at least you can hear what I'm saying. Also, the lecture notes, I have just basically copied exactly what I'm saying on these YouTube lectures in the notes is exactly what I have written down to make sure that I say. I've written those notes for myself to make sure that I am saying to you what I need to be saying. So the notes are there to help me, but I thought they might help you as well. You will not hurt my feelings. I promise you I can come up with maybe some other strategies, but I really don't know of another option as far as, lecturing this way. I would have to do some, research on that. But there is just not enough time in the hour and a half that we are in the face-to-face class. And the past 2 nights I've gone over. I meant to let you guys go at 7 or at least by 5 after, but, I'm looking at the clock and, it's 7:15, 7:20, and I apologize for that. But I'm just not able to get it all done in the face-to-face setting. That is why I have chosen to go with the YouTube option, because I found out that we even had that option when I did training this summer. Also, the lecture notes. Whatever it takes to help you guys, I will try my best to do. Take care. Have a good week. Read your emails. I am trying to find out specific directions if you haven't gotten it set up to your phone. Some of you asked about that. Anything that I can do to help get that communication across to you, let me know. We do have multiple ways to get communication, and right now the email is the preferred way, but just let me know. Please, please, please ask questions. If it's not a question about the content and it's a question about just how to do something in Angel, let me know. I am able to see when you log on, how long you're on there. So it is important that you are logging on and doing work. Have a good week. Hopefully you won't see me or hear from me again, unless you have a question. And please ask, because I don't mind answering them, until next Monday. Take care.